Hi everybody and welcome to my introductory tutorial to Edpuzzle, the tool that we spoke about a couple weeks ago in the CP EdTech newsletter. The first thing I want to show you is how to make classes. Once you have created your account and you have logged in, so here's my account information. You can set your school, all of those types of things. You can go through that process. Then once you've done that, you can create some classes. So I've created an economics course as well as a psychology course. And then if I want, I can add any of the classes that I teach, any of the courses that I teach as kind of a landing page for myself and for my students. You can also, if your school is integrated with Google Classroom, you can just import your students right from Google Classroom. They sync really easily. We, a couple years ago, used to use Google Classroom. We do not anymore, so I have removed those students from my classes. You can create lots of different ways to use Edpuzzle. You can use it as your landing page, and you can add students. So you can invite your students through email, like showing here. You can just give them a code. You can send them a link, whatever your choice may be. And again, you can connect to Classroom. You can limit access, and then it shows all of your students that you have added to your Edpuzzle account. You can create assignments, and we'll go ahead and show how to do this in a few minutes. You can create an assignment using Edpuzzle, which is kind of the point of today's tutorial. So there are a couple different ways that you can do this. You can search directly through your own school. You can also navigate through the list of videos that Edpuzzle already has created, or teachers that have created them and allowed them to be public on Edpuzzle. And then all of these other lists, including Crash Course, TED Talks, National Geographic, Khan Academy, YouTube, and so forth. So you can specifically search within Khan Academy, and also YouTube. So I had typed in earlier psychology states of consciousness, which is the video that I wanted to go ahead and show you some of the tools of how to create a video specific for your class. So I can go ahead and copy this. It will save the video to my content, or I can go ahead and use this video and make it mine. So I can just assign students into my content. I can assign students a copy of the entire video that's 9 minutes and 34 seconds, or I can just go ahead and click use it. Okay, and then what Edpuzzle will do is it will take you into what I think are really the nuts and bolts. And the beautiful thing about Edpuzzle is we've all, as teachers, had videos that we would like to maybe start to flip the classroom with, or show, have students that have our one-to-one in the classroom. If they finish an activity or a test and you want them to have something to do afterwards. And sometimes we find videos that maybe we don't need to necessarily show the entire 9.5 minutes of the video. Students don't need that. We can actually, the first really great tool for Edpuzzle is you can limit it. If you preview it as a teacher and you know that you only want to show from the 2-minute mark, if you want to keep it pretty short and show about 4 minutes of the video, if that is the content that you would want your students to see, that is as easy as it is. So you can just clip up the video, and then you can share it, and I'll show you some of the options on how to share and embed your video once you have done it. But this is all that you would have to do. So the next tool is the audio track tool. The audio track tool really is for basically taking a video that already exists and laying your own audio track over top of it. It would be, I would say it's a little bit more of an advanced tool, but if you find a video that shows some explanations of some things, but maybe you don't necessarily like the specific examples or specific explanations that the original creator used, you can voice over top of that video. You do have to record the entire audio of the whole video to be able to save it. The next tool are audio notes. Audio notes are really where you can just kind of interject at any point of the video. You go ahead and click the icon down here, and then you can insert a comment, a conclusion, a reminder to students about a specific example that you used in class that the video is then covering again. And you can do multiple different audio notes throughout a video. And then the last tool to edit for your the video that you have found to use for your class is you can create quizzes during a video. So if you click this button, you can choose an open-ended question, a multiple choice question, and then a short answer comment kind of question for your students, an open-ended comment. The nice thing about this is you can turn any video that you find on YouTube or Khan Academy into an assessment, and you can assign those assessments to your class. So students have to watch the video, they have to go through all of the notes, or excuse me, all of the questions that you have asked, and then it will record in the gradebook feature. It will record student grades. So I'm going to go ahead and click finish on here, and this is where you can assign to an entire class. So if I had students set up in this class, I could assign all of them my new video over consciousness in psychology. You can prevent skipping. You can set a due date, and here's all your calendar to establish that, and all of those types of things. Now, as maybe you have noticed, I don't have any students in my classes, so do I use this Edpuzzle tool? Absolutely. But because we have an LMS at Creighton Prep, what I typically do is I will embed the image, or excuse me, I will embed the video into Canvas, so I don't necessarily use it, some of the features for grading and the gradebook and those types of things, but I can embed the code and just make sure that the students have access to it because we use Canvas as our LMS, and so I just embed those things directly in. All right, well, I hope that was a nice introductory tutorial for you for Edpuzzle, and I hope you